So the short answer is not really, unfortunately, but the long answer more depends on what kind of trip you're looking to do. Are you looking to do a there and back trip where you'll be spending a day or two at camp? In which case, solar does kind of make sense. But if you're doing like a high-speed, low-drag, distance-based bikepacking trip where distance matters, in that case, no, it is definitely not worth it. And that's because solar is a time investment. It needs time in order to do its thing. This big 120-watt solar panel would need about 10 hours at its full rated capacity to charge my 1200 watt-hour e-bike battery. Even in peak summer, you're only going to get like 6 hours equivalent of full sun a day. And on top of that, you never really get your full wattage rating from these panels. The most I've ever seen from mine is like 85 watts. And at that rate, it would take almost 2.5 days to fully charge my e-bike. I mean, I could add a second panel and cut that down to a day and a quarter, but that's a lot of weight and bulk to haul around on top of all your bikepacking gear. And even then, the solar efficiency is assuming clear weather and sunny skies. Even a bit of cloud cover can double the amount of time it takes to charge the battery. And good luck if it's storming or if you're in the middle of some dense woods where you don't have a clear shot to the sky. So if you took solar on like a long distance bikepacking trip, you'd basically, at best, having to spend every other day as a 0 day just waiting around for the solar to charge your battery back up. Honestly, you'd be better off dedicating that space and weight to a second or even a third battery. And unless you're really, really remote, you're never actually going to be that far from somewhere to plug in and charge, since on bikepacking trips you're also going to have to stop to resupply as well. Now, if you're just heading into the woods to spend a few days at a stationary camp, then it starts to make just a little bit more sense. Since you're already going to be set up in a single spot anyways, setting up some sort of solar to charge up for the return trip isn't such a bad idea, but it's still an incredibly niche use case though, and again, you might as well just pack an extra battery. It probably costs around the same and weighs just as much, but an extra battery is smaller and doesn't require you to wait around if time is at a premium. And with a second and third battery, if you bring charges for them, you can charge all your batteries simultaneously and it doesn't increase your charge time. That's exactly what I do with my electric skateboard batteries. If you're approaching the whole solar thing because you're concerned about range, do what I do, plan out your entire bikepacking route beforehand, plan out all your charging stops, places where you can potentially charge, so that you know ahead of time how far you are from any given charging stop. As much as I wish solar made a lot of sense for like bikepacking and things like that, just right now, it unfortunately doesn't. And it's more of a novelty than something actually beneficial and useful to bring with you.